Good morning, cultists! In our previous episode, we left things off after dealing with yet another invasion of the Fae at Bald Hilltop. This time, we were actually ready for the fight, but it was still fairly tough. We got through it in the end though, without any casualties, and in one try no less, all thanks to probably Knock Knock, I would say. Yeah, he seems to be the right one to deal with most problems. In any case, we, in between episodes, I did do the rank up of our, loyalty stat, so the counselor now needs to speak to me, and I've also triumphed in every single one of these events, so yeah, freedom at any cost. At night, the general dispatched the soldiers and surrounded the rebel camp. They had no choice but to peacefully surrender and give up the troublemaker, so that's been dealt with. Fantastic. Black Ravine. It was revealed to the high priest that dark travelers held an evil ritual in the ravine, unhallowing the ominous place. The high priest redirected the flow of negative energy that was nourishing the undead and absorbed it himself. The Walking Dead simply fell into piles of ash. I think that was a bit of a typo. And also, are you sure that's healthy, Harem? I mean, aren't you already full of negative energy as it is? Always whining and such. Illicit hunters. The guards arrested the poachers, and prison made them talk. The guards will make good use of their knowledge of secret forest paths. And rest in peace. A memorial to the deceased was opened in the city. This symbol means a lot to the people. It also means a lot of the authorities respect and celebrate their loyal servants. And greedy tax collector. After torturing the tax collector, the treasurer learned that the money was hidden behind a tapestry on the wall of the treasury. The next morning, it was announced that henceforth all theft would be punishable by death, and the criminal was beheaded. Oh, so that actually reduced my loyalty. Alright, well, I got some BP out of it, so sure. And no, that's been dealt with previously. Alright, so I'm assuming Sana wants to talk. We need to talk about the Bald Hilltop, I guess. And my Magister wants an audience too. That would be my storyteller. And it seems like we have a message from Jamandi Aldori and arrears. The peasants in one of the regions flatly refuses to pay their taxes. This year, the spring came late and last year's harvest was poor. They barely have enough food for themselves. The citizens of the neighboring regions are watching the situation closely. Who should be put in charge of handling it? I'm assuming not Canera, nor Bartholomew? I mean, they're all kind of evil, so... Let's see. Oh, wait. We don't have that thing where the, diplomat dealing with stuff gives us BP. The Braided Man. I think we actually had this event before. And Disrupted Harmony. The Druids have noticed that one of the settlements is poorly located and creates an obstacle to the natural flow of energy through the region. The Druids can fix this and uplift the unpleasant atmosphere in the settlement. I guess, is the location of the town interrupting the feng shui or something? Alright, so this needs to be attended to first day of the next month or before the first day of the next month. Same thing. Same thing. Okay, so let me just assign some people to this. I guess Harem has to go deal with this himself. Sure. Braided Man. Maybe I will send Canera to deal with this. She's a little heavy-handed. But she's kind of the best one for the job. Alright, Canera, you go deal with this. Gonna take 21 days, but we do need to attend to it, so I might as well. And the Braided Man, we can have Sana attend to this, maybe? Sure. Why not? Okay, I guess we're good, so let's go see what these people want. Especially Jamandi Aldori. When was the last time she contacted us? I don't recall, if I'm being honest. Your Grace, we have an urgent news from Jamandi Aldori. The Sword Lord is asking for aid with an unusual problem. Here's her letter. Please read it when you have a moment. Sure. Lady Aldori asks you to head to Varnhold at once. Again? Are you fucking serious? I've been there like 3 times now. With like nothing to show for it. The guy's a bore. He doesn't talk about anything interesting at all. He won't even talk about the size of his dick or the girth of it or how it's shaped or which way it leans to. That's all relevant information, but he just keeps saying it's like personal info or something. Ugh. Also, I completely forgot to rejig my dude's inventory again. Good grief. It's a barony led by Maker Varn, a brave soul who carved out a settlement from the wilderness. Until recently, he eagerly and frequently relayed to the Sword Lords his many successes, but then the letter certainly ceased. As you may expect, this is a matter of some concern. Jamandi Aldori expects your help with this matter, for she knows of your good relations with Magar. She asks you to go to Varnhold and find out why they have fallen silent. Oh, so I guess I can't do this because I'm not chaotic. Sure. So why would the Sword Lords care about Varnhold? I mean, he's one of their vassals, so I would assume that they would care very much. Jamandi Aldori seeks allies with anyone who has proven to be trustworthy, even if only a little. Considering that Varnhold is the closest thing to an outpost on the east edge of the River Kingdoms, it's also useful to her in keeping an eye on Dunsward and the surrounding area. So what do we know of Varnhold, besides it being completely empty and devoid of life? This barony is much like your own. It was also established by a mercenary, Magar Varn. He got his title at the same event you did. Magar Varn is 3rd or 4th son in the family, so he couldn't claim his father's inheritance. Looks like he hoped to establish a settlement of his own and gain wealth and prosperity that way. Alright, so what do you think has happened to Varnhold? A riot? A rebellion? But if that were the case, there would be refugees. Whatever happened here, or there, it must have been sudden indeed. Perhaps a bandit attack, barbarians, a plague. Whatever it was, no one outside Varnhold seems to know what happened. Maybe Varn simply decided to stop dealing with Restov. Judging by Aldori's letter, the silence doesn't seem voluntary. You read the letter? Dude, I'm pretty sure that was meant for me. My eyes only. Then again, I guess he is her son. Otherwise, at least one person would have reached a neighbor and spoken about what had happened there. Alright, well, Varnhold isn't far off. We should find out what happened there before the same fate befalls us too. Then it's time to gather a party and head to Varnhold, Your Grace. Alright, in a sec. I believe I have a lot of people wanting to speak to me. Oh, I forgot that's who you were. Right. A complicated situation, Your Grace. Dwellers in one of the distant villages have asked that we deal with their neighbor, one way or another. Yet they can't talk sense into him, which is why they've turned to you. Their troublesome neighbor discovered a magical charm in the swamps. Among some ancient ruins, he claimed. Afterwards, strange things began to happen in the village. One day, a dead silence fell upon the whole area. Another day, the sun seemed to stop shining. Everyone blames the charm, and they beg its owner to give it up, but he refuses. He found it, and by his thinking, he'll be the one to decide what to do with it. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Oh, don't mind that it's in the shape and smell and texture and taste of my penis. No. It's definitely not my dick in your hands right now. Absolutely not. It's dangerous to leave an unidentified magical item in the hands of an ignoramus. All the more so when it seems to be causing such disturbing events. But it won't be fair to just take it from him. I suggest we buy it from him, and then give it to our appraiser for examination. Leave the charm to the one who found it. So we gain more loyalty, but reduce arcane. We can buy it and gain arcane. Or we can just take it. I guess 500 gold is kind of chump change, so sure. I'll buy it, why not? As you wish, Your Grace. I mean, I'm doing as you asked me to do, so I guess it is kind of what I wish. You again? Oh no, it's Sana. Never mind. I thought it was Shania. My bad. They're wearing the same thing. It's not my fault. What was her voice again? Shoot.
Fabrosi Cortez. A merchant is offering you a business deal. He wants one of his shops relieved of trade taxes. This certainly goes against our laws. However, In return, he promises to put in a good word for you among the high society of tradesmen. It's good he's come to you.
And I guess I don't really mind Sana's voice changing every now and then. To me, it's like she's basically been tainted by Nurgle. Her voice, vocal cords change every now and then. I don't know. It kind of makes sense in my head, at least.
It's good he's come to you. It means he knows who the leader is. It's bad he didn't come to beg, but instead offers to buy. This is disrespectful. The insolent worm must be punished. The pack needs to see fear in his eyes, and remember forever that your goodwill can never be bought and sold.
Exempt this merchant from taxes. Tell him that the law in my domain applies equally to all. Or lawful evil. Gain 5,000 gold and 40 BP. This corrupt tradesman will pay for his insolence, arrest and execute him. Or I trust your advice. Yes, let's bring in the fear. Lawful evil.
I am sure his colleagues are aware of how painful his death was. May they mind their own business in the future, and not forget what happens to those who fail to do so.
Fantastic. So, oh no. That actually lowered my economy, but that's fine. Sure, why not? 5,000 bucks? Again, it's chump change, but I guess we can put that towards our building points.
Hooray, we did it. Another attack has been repelled, and the barony is stronger than ever. Your grateful subjects even brought you a gift to honor this outstanding success. Unfortunately, now is no time to rest. While everyone was preparing for last attack, I was looking for a way to overcome the curse. I read some ancient books, talked to the locals, and then I had a word with our storyteller. And we decided that, well, he'll tell it better.
The storyteller clears his throat. Sorry, that was a really bizarre throat clearing, but I'm an old man, and I can't see, so my throat clearing's a little strange. I do apologize. I'm a keeper of stories, Your Grace, and I've amassed a respectable collection over my long life. There are, of course, stories of curses among them, ancient and dark, having taken thousands of lives, destroyed kingdoms, and brought down...
Well, our curse isn't exactly a real curse. We think there is someone specific behind these attacks. Oh, I'm sorry.
Realizing she interrupted the storyteller, Lindsay turns bright red. Tristan turns pale.
That's not a curse. Then what is it, man?
If this isn't a curse, then what could it be? I'm more interested in defeating it than understanding it. No, we need to understand it to defeat it. If this isn't a curse, then what could it be?
We don't know yet, but that part doesn't matter.
Lindsay waves her hand carelessly.
What's important is that we're finally making some real progress.
I would imagine. Also, fuck you for interrupting an old man, Lindsay. I had this whole fucking Shakespearean soliloquy planned out with like fucking stage direction and all that shit, and you just blew it. You blew it! You bitch! I would imagine that the person behind these attacks is someone harboring great evil against you and your barony. I would not be surprised if it's the same adversary who's behind the bloom.
I agree. After last attack, I got the feeling that the owlbears and manticores came here as revenge for what we did to the ever-blooming flower.
Okay, so whoever or whatever caused these attacks, I'm sure they will continue. We must be ready to repel the next one.
That's exactly what we'll do. Sooner or later, the villain will show himself. Once he slips up, we can finally punish him for all the trouble he's caused.
Tristan chuckles faintly.
I didn't expect such vitriol from you, Lindsay. In any case, I would advise hearing this villain out before punishing them. We still have no idea why this unknown enemy is targeting us in particular. I'm sure we know our foe's face soon enough. We've repelled his attacks 3 times now, and he must be reaching the limits of his patience. He won't get away with this forever.
Right. I was actually thinking that it was that nymph lady who betrayed me. My guess is that she's the one that's sending all these things at us. Alright, Nazriel. Great. Thank you for nature's will, I guess. Bye. Bye, Nazriel. Unbelievable. Another one? Oh, it's Chemo Tavern. Right. Shoot.
Greetings, Your Grace. As you know, I was born in Keonan, the most wonderful land that has ever existed. And yet, I must say, living in your country is a pleasure for me. The people here seem to be content. They trust you and trust me as your court craftsman. It's important to know who one's patron is and how he treats his subjects. It's a fine thing to share the joy and amusement. Look, this is my gift for you, Baron. It's a rigid oak staff, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Just, I don't know, wrap your hands around it firmly and start rubbing it. And I'm sure good things will just explode out of it, if you know what I mean.
This time, the disaster didn't hit us, but our neighbors. Varnhold, a small town east of our barony, had been deserted in an instant.
I mean, it wasn't exactly teeming with life to begin with, but sure. That's it? Okay. I guess we'll read the letter from Jamandi Aldorin then. Also, what the hell did I just get? Nature's Will is a short sword. Rigid Oak Staff is a monk weapon. Grants its wielder a +4 morale bonus to Constitution, +4 morale bonus to Fortitude saving throws, and the ability to cast a resist sonic spell twice per day as a 4th level wizard. Well, thankfully, I have no interest in sucking a blue hedgehog's dick, so I think I'm kind of okay with that. I guess we'll give Fabrosi the Ring of Protection +3, sure. Which means that the Ring of Protection +2 should go to maybe Knock Knock? If I take this off... Wait. Okay, yeah, that definitely does benefit him, sure. And what is this? Sentinel. This ring generates a shield-sized wall of force that can be wielded by the wearer as if it was a heavy shield. +2 AC and grants additional damage reduction 2. Whoa, okay, so... Whoa, really? Interesting. Or maybe I give that to Fabrosi. No, I think with his really low will save, we might want to keep the Ring of Luck. Yeah, unless this can also... Maybe I give it to Valerie instead. I mean, the fact that she's got that heavy shield, or the tower shield, should kind of negate it, so I don't know if that's actually a good idea. But the additional damage reduction is nice, so maybe? If I give it to you here... Alright, that does actually reduce your AC. Gotcha. Alright, then I think we'll just keep it and maybe use it situationally? Sure. Ah, shoot, I really needed to check their inventory and stuff, but maybe we just won't take them out this time.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
Oh, sorry. I didn't actually want to talk to you, and your voice kind of frightened me a little bit. Kurskine's power will develop in the next 231 days, and Varnhold vanishing. Oh, right, the letter. That's why I came into the inventory screen in the first place. Alright. Newest. There we go. Letter from Jamandi Aldori. Fabrosi Cortez, I have a problem and no one else to turn to but you. You're my last resort. Oh, how low we've fallen. I need someone to travel to a town south of Restov, Varnhold. The town was founded by Mayor Varn. You met him at the reception to celebrate your new title. You also spoke to him a couple of times in Varnhold itself, where no one lives at all. I mean, it's fucking barren to begin with. It's a barren. Never mind, the Baron is the ruler. Oh, fuck it. Recently, I've stopped getting reports from him. I didn't pay much attention to it, but in the past week, not a single traveler, merchant, or messenger knows from Varnhold has showed up in Restov. No one knows what has happened to the town. If I were you, I would make sure that I was ready for this journey. The plains of Dunsword are dangerous. Also, we have yet to find out what it was that cut off communication with Varnhold. An attack, arcane magic, or some epidemic or plague. I would have gladly investigated the matter, but I have to wash my hair. Yep, that's totally a legitimate excuse, and I'm going to be home washing my hair all day for the next 25 years or so. Totally. That's why I can't do this myself. The The current state of affairs dictates I refrain from dealing with this personally. I'm counting on you and your help. Head out for Dunsword and find out what or who stands behind the vanishing of Varnhold. Your friend and ally, Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. Great. So you want me to do your dirty work. Gotcha. Alright, do we want to head out now, or should we rest? I guess we might as well rest after we, get there then. Are you seriously telling me that in the 2 weeks that we spent, faffing about while waiting for stuff to resolve, I was never healed? How does that make sense? Come on, man. Unbelievable. Alright, Nature's Will, and this garbage I don't need. I'll keep the helmets and whatnot, because they're not exactly heavy, and they're fairly... they have some decent bonuses to them, so we might as well. But I will leave the Cloak of Resistance, I think. Otherwise, I think... Oh, don't need that garbage. I'm just gonna keep Tartuccio's present, so we can shove it up someone's ass or something. But I think otherwise we're good to go. Alright, let's do this. So we need to go to Varnhold. Now, I know that Octavia and Regongar need to deal with a Technic League that's kind of close to that area. Oh, I guess what we could do is, instead of coming back to our capital to pick up Regongar and Octavia, maybe after we're done dealing with the dealing with the more pertinent stuff, we can just have them join our expedition, like change the people out or something? Okay, I guess, am I dreaming? Or has Fabrosi been summoned to the, Verdant Chambers type situation or something? Where are we? Other world. Oh! Hello, Smilodon! Hello! I see you on the map! Would you like to come talk to me? No? Where are you? I see you right there! Hello, friend! What the fuck are you doing here in my dream or whatever? That's so bizarre. Oh, Fabrosi. I didn't know that you thought of the Smilodon that way. Well. Oh, there you are. Guardian of the Bloom. Or whatever the fuck your name is. Did she ever say her name? I don't know if she did. But I'm assuming that she's the one behind the attacks from the Bald Hilltop, right? Because she did betray us at the Verdant Chambers, if I recall correctly. Alright, well, hopefully you're not going to try to tussle with me right now, because I'm not fully healed up.
Where are you rushing off to, my hound? To face your own death?
The familiar silhouette of the nymph appears before you. Her face is still, but you see thunderclouds in the depths of her eyes. I could just attack her, but let's not. Why are you here? Going to try to kill me again?
Why am I here? Kill you? Not today. Believe it or not, but I came here without evil intentions. I've been watching you, my hound. You've escaped my trap. You've destroyed my beautiful Everbloom flower. Such a strong will to live in such a fragile, mortal creature. Once, long ago, it hurt me to see flowers being torn apart by the wind. But today I watch you thrashing like a moth caught in a spider web, and I cannot turn my eyes away.
Yep, I knew it. I mean, it's kind of obvious, I guess. If I'm a moth caught in the spider's web, then what are you? A spider? So you were the one behind the bloom. What have I or my subjects ever done to you? I visited the first world and learned something about you and about your curse. How about telling me your real name? The trouble in Varnhold, do you have something to do with it? I will ask again, why are you here? Give me an honest answer. It seems pointless to have a conversation of hints and hidden meanings. I'm hoping that we can ask all of these. So what are you, the spider?
I am the web itself. The moment you took your first step on the road of the Stolen Lands, you fell under my power.
So, who's the spider then? Shelob? Oh, tell me it's Shelob. Oh, please let it be Shelob. In her human form, that is. I mean, I'll take her in her spider form, but still. So you were the one behind the bloom. What have I or my subjects ever done to you?
There was a time when I used to ask myself the same question. What had I and my 1,000 breaths ever done to them? Why had I to endure this? You're wrong to think that your problems began with you. The ever-blooming flower was created long before your barony was founded. I prepared my weapon long in advance, having no idea what I would turn it against. Everything has a price. Thousands of lives must be turned to dust for a single act of forgiveness.
Right, because I think the curse is that she needs to destroy several kingdoms or empires or something, I think, for her own to be restored or something. I forget what the exact details were, but I think that's kind of what I remember or gleaned from the first world area where we defeated we burned the ever-blooming flower. In any case, so you know about your curse.
How? Though there's no point in asking. My untamed homeworld has many miracles to offer. One can never know what they will reveal, or to whom. So, what do you think of the proud, bitter, fallen nymph now, my hound?
Can you stop calling me a bitch? I hold no grudge against you, despite everything you've done to me and my people. Sounds like you're in trouble yourself. Stop trying to kill me and my subjects, and maybe I'll find a way to help you. You're a threat to me and my barony, and I will have to fight you, no matter what I think of you or how I feel about you. I don't know enough yet, but I want to. Tell me the truth. All you deserve is contempt. I don't know if I can say that I have no grudge against her. I think I want to say I don't know if enough yet, but tell me the truth. Or stop trying to kill me and my subjects, and maybe I'll find a way to help you. I guess this works too. Yeah, you're in trouble, aren't you?
You want to aid the storm that strikes you and your lands? Help? Why? Though I do not want to know. You will help me either way, voluntarily or involuntarily. With your death.
Wow. Alright, never mind. What's your name?
Names can be weapons in capable hands. You've no need to know my name. No need.
Okay. Is this like the universe of, Dungeons and Dragons, where if you know someone's true name, you can basically control them? The trouble in Varnhold, do you have something to do with it?
I can answer, but will you believe me? I have nothing to do with it, but I know who is responsible. I won't tell you, though. Run now towards your death, hound. Run, hound, run! I want to see you stumble.
Okay, sure, gladly. If you'll drop your panties, or I guess you got leaf panties? Sure, so I'll ask you again, why the fuck are you here?
Why shouldn't the mistress visit her pet? Farewell, my hound. You have no idea what powers you've awakened, and now you voluntarily rush into their jaws. If you run your blade down their throats, I won't be disappointed. If you perish, I'll have forgotten you by dawn.
First off, I don't use a blade, I use my fists, so I would gladly ram my fist down anyone's throat. Or in different orifices, if that's what they prefer. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Again, re the panties, where are we on that situation? Oh. Well, I guess, no leaf panties will be thrown in my direction today. You just left me here. How the fuck do I get out? Oh, we go out that way. Smilodon, I found an exit. You wanna come with me? No?
Step, step, step.
Come with me if you want to live. Or live with me if you want to come. If you know what I mean.
Although, I mean, it is a giant saber-toothed tiger, so not really doing it for me, gotta say. But, you know, Fabrosi will take who he can get, I guess. Despite sleeping with Canera, I guess he's still fairly thirsty bastard. I don't think he's actually able to get rid of his sexual congestion at this point. He's gone too blue-balled, as it were. Alright, well, oh. I guess while I'm here, let me actually respec my character, not respec, but let me actually go through my character's gears and see if I can't come up with a better setup for Regongar and Octavia, and then maybe we can take them instead of the usual suspects, as it were. Yeah, and then we can maybe get their side mission done while we're there. Although I may end up just doing what I had planned on doing, which was to go there with my usual cast, and then once we're kind of done with that area, perhaps we'll deal with Regongar and Octavia stuff. Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of back and forth and whatnot to Varnhold, so I might just do that instead. I don't know, we'll see. Because I don't really trust my ability to control Octavia and Regongar very well. I don't really know how to use the Magus all that well, I don't think. Or the Eldritch Scion or whatever that thing is. I guess it's basically like what Ekun is, but in a melee form, essentially. So maybe it's not that hard. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, well, let's leave this off here for now. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll start heading out to Varnhold, I guess. And hopefully this time we'll actually get to explore the environs, but we'll see. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.